Hey, what is up everyone? In this video we're bringing back an old series on the channel with a new season of Play Like a Pro. Each day this week we'll have a new video covering different aspects of the game, such as how to master the scatter shop and learning how to use all the different weapons in the game, including the new daggers and double barrel pistol. In this video though, we'll be taking a look at how to tuck in Sea of Thieves. I made a tucking guide several years ago, and while most of that information is still true, tucking has expanded over the years, and now it seems like a good time to take another look into the world of tucking. So what is tucking? Essentially it's a way of being a sneaky pirate to steal some treasure or to cause some chaos. Tucking is a ton of fun and is by far my favorite thing to do in Sea of Thieves. This can take many forms and can happen on land or at sea, with friends or solo, and you can try tucking both as a seasoned player or your first time on the seas. However, you'll need to get a few things before we can start tucking. In order to tuck, we'll need to go and get a few emotes that will allow us to hide. Don't worry, these are either free or can be earned with in-game currency. First, let's head to the Pirate Emporium and go to the Pirate tab, and look for the hide emote. You can also grab the wall hide emote in here for free as well. If you want to spend some ancient coins, I would also recommend the deck hide, but it's not necessary for tucking. Now the other emote we want to get is the barrel hide emote. This will cost some doubloons, which can be easily earned in-game. You can grab this from the arena, and this will allow you to do, like the name suggests, hide in a barrel disguise, which can be quite useful in certain limited cases, which we'll discuss more about soon. Now with these emotes purchased, you'll need to equip them. Head to the vanity chest at an outpost or on your ship to equip your emotes. I would recommend keeping your hiding emotes on the first page of your emotes radial, so you have quick access to them. Next, let's talk about when and how to use these emotes. Let's start with the barrel hide, since that is likely the most limited. The barrel hide works best on land. We can use this on outposts or other islands, and it will blend in with other barrels that are in the game. For a greater effect, try to hide near other barrels or on top of a barrel to blend in more with the environment. This will work for most places, however some areas of the world have different looking barrels, and using this will make you stand out like a sore thumb. Places like the Fort of the Dam would not be a good location to try this at. With the barrel hide emote, it can blend in really well with the environment. However, if the player tries to interact with your disguise, it will reveal you're a fake barrel, so make sure you're not in a spot that they are likely to find you in. Another thing to consider when tucking on land is that while players may not see you, the AI enemies will be able to see you and will most definitely reveal your location. I've had this happen many times and it can be pretty annoying. So when deciding to tuck on land, try to choose a place where AI enemies can't attack you. For example, at a skeleton fort, I will often tuck inside the fort tower because if you defeat the skeleton inside the tower, it won't respawn. You can also rely on certain islands not spawning random enemies like outposts, completed skeleton forts, or Reaper's hideout. Continuing with the discussion of tucking on land, one risk you have is being revealed by your mermaid. The mermaid will spawn when you're a certain distance away from your ship. Any player can see this and it will alert them that you are there. So what can we do to address this? Not much, honestly. We can try to make the mermaid spawn on the opposite side of the island from our target, which will hopefully help reduce the chance of being spotted. We can also try hiding on a rowboat, which will make the mermaid despawn. The final and probably best way of getting rid of the mermaid is just tucking on the player's ship. When you're on another ship, the mermaid will not appear and will put you less at risk of alerting your opponent. In a video later this week, I'll be releasing an updated boarding guide, so stay tuned for that for help with getting on the actual ship. But for now, let's focus on where to hide once you're on the ship. Sticking with the barrel hide emote, it becomes less useful when hiding on a ship, mainly because it will not move like the rest of the ship. You'll notice it stands out a lot, especially when the ship is rocking due to the choppy water. With that being said, you can still use this sometimes and find success. For example, the sloop here behind the water barrel works well for me. You can also hide near the map table on the brig and basically anywhere on the lowest level of the galleon. While your disguise will still be moving, if they aren't paying attention, they will often miss it. Now let's move on to the regular hide emote. On land, it will be similar to the barrel hide in terms of being careful of AI enemies. Other than that, use the environment like bushes, rocks, and shadows to hide near. On a ship, there's lots of places to hide. On a sloop, my favorites are under the canopy, behind the anchor or map table, or next to the cannons. On a brigantine, I like the previously mentioned space next to the map table or the cannons. I also will often hide in front of the mast since players aren't often there other than to use the harpoon. You can also try hiding next to the quest table, however I found in my experience it's easier to get caught there. Some other good spots on the brig are behind the wood barrel or in the corner by the bed. Finally, on the galleon there's lots of places due to the sheer size of the entire ship. Some of my favorite places to hide on the galleon are behind the captain's chair, on the balcony at the back of the ship, on the small planks jutting out from the hull, in front of the first mast or behind the back mast, or behind the wheel. You can also hide in the crow's nest or on the mast beam on any of the ships. Both of those can be pretty risky, especially the mast beam since it's easy to fall from there while you're tucking. The benefit of hiding there though is that you can clearly see everything that's going on and you're relatively safe from most danger other than the aforementioned falling or just being caught by the player. There are some other things to consider when trying to tuck. For example, with Season 11 they added the ability to dive to voyages and world events, meaning if you're tucked on a ship it will alert the other player if they try to dive. This makes it difficult to tuck now because you can no longer wait at an outpost to hop aboard. You should also consider the outfit you're wearing. When you're tucking, you want to wear dark clothes so that you won't stand out. Anything bulky or that lights up would obviously not be good. Something else that makes a big difference is wearing shoes. One of the coolest little details in Sea of Thieves is that your footwear actually makes a difference. When tucking, I always go barefoot because it will make your movements the quietest it can be. This can make a big difference when trying to sneak around on someone's ship. For comparison, check out these two clips comparing the sounds with shoes on and off. Now with no boots. The final thing to discuss about tucking is what is your goal? Determining a goal is important not only because it will guide your decision, but it can also help set expectations. For example, if I'm tucking at the Fort of the Dam, my goal may be to try and steal a chest of legends. With that goal, I know to stay focused and not get greedy trying to steal everything. If you set your goal to be too big, you're more likely to fail. Goals do not have to be treasure related either. It could be as simple as just wanting to stay hidden on board for as long as possible. It's up to you what you decide to do, but hopefully this video helped give you some tips to become better at tucking. Check out the how to board video coming out later this week, as well as the other guides available on the channel. Let me know in the comments below what other questions do you have regarding tucking, but if you enjoyed this video it'd be great if you like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye y'all!